The world doesn't play fair. You can be honest, okay? You can be talented, and still have your position stolen by someone less capable. You can live with integrity, still be disrespected. That's reality. But there is a type of person who doesn't break. They get cracked and learn how to evolve through the fracture. They stop reacting emotionally. They observe. They calculate. They choose their timing. That is what we call dark intelligence. Don't misunderstand this. This is not about becoming a bad person. This is about not being manipulated, about defending yourself, about keeping control. Because in the real world, the most dangerous trap isn't violence, it's influence. It's people who can read you while you're still trying to explain yourself. If you're ready, comment, "I choose strategic intelligence over emotional reaction." Let's begin. You're about to learn 8 traits that don't just make you smarter. They make you harder to control, harder to predict, harder to defeat. The first trait, calculated opacity. You don't reveal all your intentions. Machiavelli once said, "Everyone sees what you appear to be." Few truly know what you are. Weak people have the reflex to explain. They believe saying everything equals honesty. But the truth is, saying everything makes you predictable. When people know exactly what you're doing, they know how to block you. They know how to use you. They know how to manipulate you. When you say just enough, people fill in the gaps themselves, and their imagination creates pressure for them. This is the first rule of power. The person who controls information controls the frame, and the person who controls the frame controls the outcome. A simple example, someone asks, "What are you doing this weekend?" Most people explain everything. Once it's over, no one remembers. You simply say, "I've got something important to handle." Then change the subject. You're not mysterious. You're just not spending all your information. Remember this, information is currency. Don't spend it all at once. Try this today. Answer one personal question with 30% less detail. Notice how your words suddenly carry more weight. The second trait, adaptive persona. You are not the same with everyone. Some people hear this and say, "So, fake." No, this is communication intelligence. You speak differently to your mother than to your best friend. You speak differently in an interview than in a cafe. You already do this just unconsciously. Dark intelligence makes it deliberate. You read the person in front of you and choose the language. Logical people gives facts. Emotional people gives feelings. Practical people gives benefits. Visionary people gives possibilities. You don't change your core values. You change the delivery for maximum impact, like water. In a glass, it becomes the glass. In a bottle, it becomes the bottle. Still water. Key line. You don't need to force people to understand you. You need to speak their language. And here's what happens when you master this. People feel safe around you. They feel understood. And once someone feels understood, they stop resisting. Try this in your next conversation. Match their pace. Match their tone. Not to imitate them, but to meet them where they are. The third trait, detachment. You care, but you don't cling. You want, but you don't need. Machiavelli said, "If one must choose between being loved or feared, it is safer to be feared." Detachment isn't coldness. Detachment is freedom. People manipulate you through one thing, fear of loss. Fear losing your job gives you accept disrespect. Fear losing love gives you trade self-respect. Fear losing approval gives you live a lie. You become powerful when you can say, "It's okay if it doesn't work out. I'll still be fine." 2 people negotiate. Person A needs the deal. Person B wants the deal but can walk away. Who has power? Person B, because what doesn't bind you can't control you. Key line. What you're not afraid to lose cannot be used against you. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care without giving people a leash. No leash, no control. Try this. Stop fighting to win one small argument today. Let it go and watch how much mental power you get back. The fourth trait, silent leverage. Real power isn't loud, it whispers. Beginners think power is speaking more. Masters create presence. Presence makes people adjust themselves without you forcing anything. In conversation. When asked a difficult question, don't answer immediately. Pause for 2 to 3 seconds. Silence makes the other person uncomfortable. When you speak, your words carry more weight. At work, don't announce how good you are. Solve problems consistently until people naturally come to you. In negotiation, you don't need to threaten to walk away. The ability to walk away is enough. Keyline: true power doesn't force. It makes others choose. Here's the secret. Silence isn't empty. Silence is pressure. And when you can hold pressure, you become the one in control. Try this. Pause before answering a difficult question tonight. Even 1 extra second changes how people perceive you. The fifth trait, psychological echo. You reflect people's deepest unmet needs. Machiavelli said, "Men judge more by the eye than by the hand." The truth is, everyone carries 3 silent questions. Do you see me? Do you understand me? Do you value me? Most people listen to respond. You listen to understand. Someone says, "I hate my job." Don't rush to tell them to quit. You say, "It sounds like you're not being recognized, or maybe you need a bigger challenge." In that moment, they feel seen. And when people feel understood, they open the door themselves. Keyline: when people feel understood, they give you their trust. And trust is the most expensive currency on earth, because once you have someone's trust, you don't need to push. They lean in. Try this. Repeat back what they feel, not what they say. That's where the real connection happens. The sixth trait, ambiguous morality. Life isn't always black and white. Sometimes what looks good creates bad outcomes. Listen carefully. This is not immorality. This is practical ethics. You don't ask, "Does this look nice?" You ask, "Does this create the right outcome?" At work, for example, someone repeatedly lies to clients. Giving them another chance sounds kind, but it destroys trust, the team, and the future. Sometimes the right decision is hard, not pretty, not comfortable, but necessary. Keyline: weak people protect appearances. Strong people protect outcomes. But here's the rule. You must have boundaries. Lines you will never cross. Because gray areas without boundaries become excuses. Try this. Write down 1 non-negotiable value you will not betray, even for power. The seventh trait, controlled exposure. You don't show everything. In an age where everyone overshares, those who keep things private become rare, and rarity has value. At work, don't unleash all your abilities on day 1. Let your skills appear at the right moment for the right problem. People will feel you're constantly getting stronger. In relationships, don't tell your entire life story to strangers. Closeness should be earned, not given away. And on social media, everything you post becomes tomorrow's profile. Keyline: once information is out, it can't be taken back. Say less, win more. Controlled exposure isn't hiding. It's timing. Because the same information can make you look desperate or powerful, depending on when you reveal it. Try this. Before you share something personal, ask, has this trust been earned? The final trait, outcome obsession. You're not here to win arguments. You're here to win results. Average people want to be right. Outcome-obsessed people want results. Before engaging, they ask, what's my real goal? Change behavior. Preserve the relationship. Extract information. The goal is behavior change. Proving someone wrong may trigger resistance. Guiding them to the right conclusion That's victory. At work, many people stay busy all day without moving closer to their goal. Outcome obsession asks, does this move me forward? If not, drop it. Key line, you don't cling to tactics. You cling to the objective. This is what separates pros from amateurs. Amateurs want to look smart. Pros want to get it done. Try this. Before you start your next task, ask, is this the highest impact move I can make right now? And those are the 8 traits of dark intelligence. Not to make you manipulative, but to make you unmanipulatable. If you want to truly train this, choose one trait you lack the most. For 7 days, apply it once per day. You'll feel your reactions change, because the real goal isn't to control people. It's to control yourself, your emotions, your exposure, your decisions, your future. Now let me ask you, who do you want to be? Someone who reacts emotionally or someone who stays in control? If you want me to continue with the Series 8 strategic applications in the workplace, comment office. Stay strategic, stay ethical, stay powerful. And